Now, East Coast nature lovers are being encouraged to head out to their nearest headland today to help count whale numbers. Today's the 25th annual Whale Census Day, a citizen science initiative designed to track and record whale migration patterns.
It's run by ORRCA, the organisation for the rescue and research of cetaceans in Australia. And President Ashley Ryan joins us now. Thanks so much for coming in.
Morning.
What is this Whale Census all about?
So we have anyone and everyone, they head out to their favourite headland and they count the whales that they see migrating north.
And where would be the best place to spot whales at this time? Because obviously people want to go and see the whales.
Yeah, that's right, anywhere. So if you know a good spot that's nice and high and has a good view of the ocean, you'll definitely see whales there today.
What type of whales are you looking out for?
Humpback whales specifically today,
Yep. Right, and when you see a humpback whale, I actually haven't really seen them whale watching in real life before. What are you sort of looking out for?
So there's a couple of Bs, so the blows and the breaches and the backs as well. So you'll see them like kind of cruising through the water and you'll see a big blow and then you'll see their back. That's why they're called the humpback, because they kind of go down like this. And then if you're lucky enough, you will see them jump out of the water, which is what we call a breach.
Right. Now, my eyesight's not that great, Ashley, and if I'm at a headland somewhere and I'm looking out to sea, to the horizon, I get excited if I see even a tiny ripple and then I'll shout whale. But obviously that's not the case, isn't it? How can you tell the difference between whale and dolphin? Because we know dolphins are out there as well.
Yeah, so dolphins are obviously a lot smaller. Same with their blows, they're a lot smaller, and there's usually a lot more of them. So whales are usually either on their own or in pods of 2 or 3, where you'll get dolphins in much bigger pods.
Bigger pods, right.
Tell us about the journey that these whales are on and why it matters to track their numbers and their migration patterns.
Yeah, so they're heading north from Antarctica, which is where they feed, and they're going all the way up to Queensland to Perth. They were heavily whaled, so they were almost at extinction. So we are tracking their numbers to watch their conservation success story. So they're over 40,000 now, which is amazing.
And that's a record number that you spotted last year, is that right?
Yeah, so we had over 5,000 sightings last year.
Where does this information go? Once someone has spotted the whales, where does that information go?
Yeah, so they put it into our app. That we record all the data through an app and then it all comes to us, and then we can then analyse that data and look at certain locations, so the locations that have been doing it every year, and then we can have a look at and see the differences over the years between the different locations.
What's behind the growth in numbers? What work is being done?
So the numbers are growing because they're really good breeders. But also because there was protection put in place, so they weren't able to be whaled anymore.
So if we're looking out to sea and we're spotting a whale, would we be fortunate enough to see some calves maybe as well?
Potentially, you might get some early calves. We've already had some sightings and we've seen some great footage already of some young calves this year. But yeah, you'll see them on the southern migration when they're heading back down to Antarctica.
And what's the weather looking like? Because when I came into work this morning, it was pretty rainy.
I know, yeah, it's a rainy day. Yeah, we've had reports from some of our more northern locations. They've got clear skies. But yeah, raining in Sydney today, hopefully it eases off.
How close do they come to land?
They can be metres away. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So last year we were really lucky. They were in really, really close. This year they're kind of hanging a bit further out, which is fine, but you'll definitely see them. Sometimes you can even hear them.
Why is that? Is there a reason why they come in close to land or they're further out? Is there more food out there? Or
so it depends on the currents. And yeah, many factors. Last year they were in really, really close. We had beautiful clear oceans and a nice warm current. The year before that, we had, after all that rain, it actually pushed them further out because of the dirty water from the rain.
Right, okay. And of course, if you're in the water, stay away from them.
Absolutely.
Don't pet them, don't come near them.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, Ashley, thank you so much for coming in and chatting with us. We hope you have a wonderful time whale watching.
Yeah,
Thanks for
good luck.
having me. Thanks.